Hello everyone, welcome back to Chasing Neat. I'm Michael.
I'm Dawn.
She's Dawn. And this is Chasing Neat.
You just said that.
I know, but just in case they forgot.
Oh, okay.
You know, you can never, remind them enough. Like, subscribe, and share.
Or if they actually stopped on our video and clicked it, they already know it was Chasing Neat. Maybe.
That's true. Good thinking.
But just in case. Hey, did you see when I smiled, it had a box around our faces? See?
Yeah, that's called the autofocus face detection. That's AI. Our phone is AI'd. Artificial intelligent face recognition.
Maybe the AI will be part of our thumbnail. So we have like a foot growing out of our head. Or a whiskey spout or something. Or just pot still.
No.
Good. Well, good. Because we don't use AI around here.
We don't?
We don't, do we?
Well, you think I've been using my thumbnail generation?
Yeah. I just thought we had to say AI or machine learning a bunch of times because maybe that might be a buzzword or some kind of algorithm thing.
Secretly, they hear that in the videos and bump it up in the ranking grid.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, the first bourbon whiskey YouTube channel that uses AI.
Oh, we could do that. We get an AI ranked best bourbons of the world.
Let's just do American whiskey. Because if you say the world, you get Japanese whiskey in there, which is...
Yeah, but it's the world. It's all encompassing. It'd still be Kentucky or Indiana bourbon.
Oh, that's right. We'll be MGP.
Yep.
Disguised as somebody else. Anyway, what are we doing today?
We're just doing a little recap. We were gone for the past week or two. Mm-hmm. We were down in Nashville, Tennessee, and at a resort called Gaylord by Marriott at the Grand Ole Opry, or something to that effect.
Gaylord Opryland.
Gaylord Opryland.
Which is basically what you surmised.
Yeah. And it's a really, really cool place.
Yeah,
I'll show some of our pictures here. Anyway.
You only do that because you know it annoys me, right?
Yes.
Good Lord. Or would you after the video, at the end?
At the end.
Maybe if you put it at the end, they'll stay to the end.
Yes. Check out all the images of that really cool place. It had 3 jungles in it and a jungle cruise through the river that goes. It's a really neat.
But no whiskey bar. I don't think. We didn't go to any of the bars.
Well, it had the Jack Daniels room.
Like Jack Daniels restaurant.
So it's
anyway.
kind of a whiskey room.
Anyway, we're there for a conference, and then
she was there for a conference. Yep. I was just tagging along, but I got free meals and not free, but I got fed, and then I got a concert with
Old Dominion.
Old Dominion.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I always thought they were a trucking company, but apparently they play music also.
They are both.
They could be truckers when they're not singing.
Maybe they were truckers.
Yeah. Who knew?
No, we don't do country, although we did pre-listen to them before we went there. So
yes,
they were
on the way down.
Familiar.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was a good concert. But anyway, so while we were there, I guess suffice it to say, we actually, on the way down, we stopped in at Elizabethtown, one of our favorite cities, to do some bourbon hunting. Went to the local Kroger there, which we love because there's always some fun stuff there. And then we also, a couple weeks before we went to the conference, we were in Pensacola with some friends.
Pensacola, Florida. Watching the Blue Angels fly over.
Yep. Oh, good Lord. Stop. Anyway, so we literally landed going back to the Pensacola trip, landed in Pensacola, and our friends picked us up, and we immediately went to the Total Wine and probably just dropped a bunch of money there within like 10 minutes of getting, in Florida.
We bought so much we actually had to leave bottles there. So Chrissy.
Oh yeah, we know.
We know exactly how much was in every bottle that we left there.
Do we remember what we left?
Yeah, I took pictures.
Oh.
I have evidence, Chrissy.
So anyway, we're just our video today is just about what we, what our haul was for, I guess, for lack of a better term, Q1 2024. So whatever you want to start with.
The first one is one of the things we brought back from Pensacola. Well, before I do that, I'm going to jump a little bit of ahead just because this is up here. So we got a mat at
Nelson's Greenbrier.
Yep.
That's what it says, right? Yeah. Nelson Brother Whiskey. So
we were there 7 years ago. And it has definitely changed. So, but anyway, going back to Pensacola. So we tried. They had obviously a trial
tasting
little bar. So this is one of the things that we tried, and it's Wolcott Authentic Kentucky Made Bourbon, bottled in bond, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Series 0126. There was something else about this. Distilled and aged by the Clear Spring Distilling Company, Bardstown, Kentucky.
Which has DSP KY number what?
113. Well, no, take that back.
5.
Right. No. The Clear Springs.
Oh. No, it says DSP KY 12. Which we looked up last night, and that is actually Barton's.
Yeah.
Who contract distill. So.
But then it's bottled by Clear Springs Distilling, and their KY is 113. But they're in Frankfurt, so there's a Bardstown and a Frankfurt.
Yeah. So
who knew?
So distilled by Barton's for this distillery.
Yeah. So this wasn't too bad.
But you said DSP 113?
Yeah.
Wow. That seems kind of a low number.
It is.
We'll have to check that out to see what that's all about.
If you know, put it in the comments.
Anyway, yeah. So what is it called? Wolcott or Wolcott? Whatever.
It's Wolcott, and the O has a nothing. It was dirt.
A dirt print. That's a dirt print over the O. Well, there you go. Enough about that.
All right. So the next thing we...
Oh, by the way, this was pretty... I don't remember what the price was, but it was
inexpensive.
$35 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
We figured we would drink that for the time that we were at our friends, but we were drinking other things and drank some of theirs. So anyway.
Just brought that home.
So another bottle that we got there is the Garrison Brothers Balmoria,
I believe is how it's
Balmoria?
Balmoria,
whatever. Texas Straight Bourbon Whiskey at 115 proof. And it's got a really noisy label. But one of the reasons we got that particular one was at St. Patty's Day, one of our friends was having a St. Patty's party and invited us over, and he had like 5 or 6 of their bottles. And since it was kind of packed in there and they were right behind us, that's what we drank because we could get to them.
Yeah, and it was good.
And that's
yummy.
One of the things Dawn liked, so we found it and got it.
Yeah. It's a special one. It's a little more expensive, but
yeah,
we don't see these in Indiana. So
yeah, we don't see too many. I don't know.
No.
We have one, but we didn't get it there.
Yeah, I'm sure we got that in Texas.
All right, so that's gonna go. Put that over there because that's Pensacola side.
Yeah.
All right, then. Okay, then we went to the Kroger, right?
Courgette, yep.
We love the Kroger, and we acquired a 1792.
Speaking of Barton's.
Bottled in bond, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 100 proof, obviously because 100 bottled in bond, and their Bardstown DSP is 12.
See, told you. That's what Wolcott was. So it was distilled by
12
DSP K12 and done all the fancy things by DSP 113.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one again in Kroger. So the Kroger in Kentucky, Elizabethtown, Kentucky, like $35.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like,
what a bargain.
Yeah, great.
Twist my arm.
Yeah, they even had $17.92 full proof for around the same price, but you have a couple of those, so yeah. Check out the Kroger's when you're in Kentucky.
Yep. Then we found a Elijah Craig small batch Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, official bourbon of the PGA Valhalla 2024 PGA Championship Commemorative Edition, 94 proof. And we had tried a similar one, but it was
a Ryder Cup.
Cup.
But I forget, that was last year.
I think that was a private barrel or single.
Yeah, I don't.
But that was really, really good.
I don't know what was special about it last year, but it was definitely some kind of special,
good.
And it was definitely different. Maybe it was a 10-year. I don't know. So, but this was the commemorative one because they Louisville just hosted the PGA Tour down there. So
probably last time they will because they just closed the course.
They did?
Heard. I think that's what Kenny and Brian said, or Ryan said.
Really?
I think.
I don't know if you're making that up.
Might have been because they arrested the number one player before the thing started. But,
hey.
You know.
When in Louisville.
Yeah. When in Louisville. All right. So.
One more we got there at Kroger's.
Yeah? What was it? Oh, yeah.
See that one?
This one?
Yep.
All right. So at the Kalamazoo Bourbon Fest, we tried some RD1s.
Yep.
And really liked them.
Yeah.
So we found another one at Crozier. And this is an RD1 Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey finished with Brazilian Ambarana wood. And this one's aged 4+ years. And the proof is 115.86 proof.
I bet that's yummy.
And it is a Chris.
It's a store pick by Chris.
Chris picked it.
Yeah, so Chris
at Kroger
is a legit guy who works for Kroger, and he has quite the following on Instagram. But any Kroger store picks are usually done by Chris.
Yes.
So maybe we can find Instagram.
And the two young ladies there at Kroger were very helpful.
Oh, yeah.
And
they're great.
They're great.
Yeah,
and
they got our autograph.
They asked for our autograph. So we love you too.
Too cute. Anyway.
All right. So that's our Kroger haul.
Yep. And the RD1, the store pick for that, I believe, was $65-ish.
Good memory. All right. So while Dawn was at her conference, I took the time to take some pictures and video of the resort, but also I found the local distilleries. So one of them was Southern Collective Spirit Company. And so I did a little tour there with the guys, and that'll be an upcoming video because I did about a good 2 hours there. So we have that coming out soon, I hope. You guys know my editing schedule. Anyway.
I say nothing. Backlog.
So we tried a bunch of different bourbons there. Or I said I did.
Yeah.
And they're basically blenders. So they'll go out and find their barrels, bring them in. They may put staves in. They may not. They may age them a little bit longer. They may not. But they'll put together a blend of things. They do a lot of special blends for private bottlings. When I was there, someone came in for their birthday, and they bottled. They did a blend with them. Came up with a recipe that particular gentleman liked, and that's what they bottled. Right then and there. So I got that on film as well. The one I tried that they already had established was their high wheat. So this one is a 120.8 proof bottle, one of one, and they actually wrote on there "Chasing Neat," but I failed to actually have them sign it.
But I think, what is it? Does it say?
It's 4 years.
No, flip it around all the way. I think it says something here. Single barrel?
Yeah.
It says single barrel weeded straight bourbon whiskey. Okay.
Yeah. So, and then they asked, and again, you'll see this in the video, their selection of wax colors. And they asked me what color. I said, purple. Because if you've been watching the channel at all, my favorite color is purple.
Oh my gosh.
And not light purple, like the royal dark purple. Not
This is like mauve.
I know, but it's the closest thing to purple they have
So, and by the way, last night when I told you, this kind of reminds me, so people can see it. Here it is. Or this color, and you were mentioning that this place dips it in those different colors, and then they kind of sometimes sprinkle.
Yeah.
Like, well, Jay Mattingly, I mentioned to you guys last night that they do that as well, and I was right. I did double check today. They do that same thing.
Oh.
So
yeah, one of the things they do is they'll dip it, and then they'll take a spoon or something, and then they'll
kind of like a drizzle
around it for their special releases.
Yeah,
so I didn't get that treatment.
So anyway, that's what Mike got. Came home while I was doing homework.
Yes,
he was out playing. Anyway,
so after the conference, on the way home, Dawn and I stopped at the Peppers.
that's one of them. Yep, we went to Greenbrier first. It doesn't really matter what order.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We went to Greenbriers first,
which was in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah,
off of, I think it was Kent Street or Clinton Street. I don't remember, but Nelson's Greenbrier Distillery was in the same street as what the Marathon Auto Works is. And Marathon Auto Works is an old museum. Well, it's a museum. It's a
old automobile factory.
Yeah, automotive factory. And what's kind of interesting about that, I just spit on myself. Or you.
Ooh.
Sorry. You might have to edit that part out. But anyway, it's neat because it has it's just like you're walking through like the old automotive factory, and as you're walking through, there's shops that, of course, what's old is new now, and it's very kitschy in the sense of cute little stores. There was just a bunch of different stores. There actually was a couple of little distilleries there, or tasting rooms that were there. And
Corsair was there.
Yeah, and there's a couple other whiskey distilleries.
Moonshine place was there.
They had a small little gift shop for Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
And the other big one of the stores there in that is the American Pickers.
Yep.
Antique archaeology. Yeah. So that was cute there. But so anyway, that being said, that's a really cool place to go visit. And down the road from it is the Nelson's Greenbrier Distillery. So, yeah. So that's interesting. Mike will have a video on that someday. Anyway, so
since we're there,
we only bought.
So we picked up. All right. So when we first got there, Dawn had reservations for lunch, and then we were gonna do a tasting and a tour. Upcoming video on that as well. But we got there early before the place even opened, and already people were sitting in chairs outside waiting to get in. Apparently, they had a special release that day.
Of course.
So after our thing, we tried one of their specials that they had, and we liked it.
Special distillery release only.
Distillery release only, and we purchased it. And this is the Nelson Brothers Whiskey Cask Finish Series, and this is a honey cask, a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys finished in Trubee honey casks. This one clocks in at 112.4 proof, and this is bottle number 273.
Of, does it say?
No.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Of 10 million. Who knows?
Of a bajillions.
So,
yeah.
And it was a little on the pricey side, but Dawn really liked it, and they even credited our tasting at the bar, whatever that was, $9, $10, $15, whatever it was. Yeah. So that was kind of nice. But, so we'll be doing a tasting on that here shortly.
Yeah, it'll be fun to go back to and revisit all the bottles that we originally purchased from Nelson's Greenbrier 5, 6, 8 years ago, whatever it was. I think it was 2017, I think we just determined when we were last there. And the bottles have changed. Not only that, these guys were making, or should I say blending, finishing.
And bottling for Bellmead.
Bottling for Bellmead, which that bottle, I think that's all stuff that came from MGP originally. It was finished by these guys, finished in XO, sherry cask, whatever, all those different things. We have several of those. So anyway, someday we'll maybe include that also in a Greenbrier distillery just to see some of that. But anyway, so hopefully, I hope Mike doesn't really like that much because I'll just drink it myself.
And that came in at what, 200?
Yeah, it was pricey. It's close to that. So yeah. You know, it's the they get you in the gift shop kind of thing.
So another thing they had at the gift shop, but we had on the tasting.
Apparently, it's a bottle. It's gone different shapes, so. But anyway, part of the tasting, it was most distilleries when you go there, they always have some kind of sweet tasting flavored whiskey of some sort, and this is no exception. They had one, and it's like a coffee caramel pecan liqueur, and it was pretty good. I'm not really into a lot of sweet stuff, but it was pretty good. So Louisa, this one is called Louisa's Liquor.
And Louisa's is?
She is the wife of Charles Nelson. Is that right?
So Louisa Nelson was a woman of remarkable strength and character who ran Nelson's Greenbrier Distillery from 1891 until it closed in 1909. So she ran it into the ground is what they're saying.
That's not what they actually said, but that's Mike's spin.
Something happened. It wasn't Prohibition.
No. I don't know. We'll have to go back and revisit it, you know. But the bottom line is this was a pretty inexpensive bottle, I think at $25. And like I said, almost every distillery that we've ever gone to it has some kind of a sweet liqueur. We don't always buy them, but that one I really like. So
that was actually kind of interesting too.
Yeah.
You know, I thought at first it was going to be like a bourbon cream.
Yeah.
Which I do like, but that was definitely not a bourbon cream. It was kind of more like a coffee, look like coffee-ish.
Yeah, but it didn't taste like coffee at all, so it was good. So I think it'll be good if you bake with it or put it over ice cream or just sip on it. So it'll be good.
All right. Then from there we went to the Peppers Distillery.
Old Pepper Distillery.
Yep. And their campus, and it was interesting. It was the original buildings of the distillery, which Old Pepper current distillery is operating out of one
small section of it.
And there's actually another distillery in the Barrel House called
the Barrel House Distilling Company.
Yep. And then across from just down, but still in the same complex or campus, is RD1 tasting room. So that was good.
Which were, again, it's kind of similar to what Nashville, Tennessee had with Greenbrier and the Marathon Auto Works, was what the Old Pepper Distillery had in their campus for like resurrecting an old historical building, and the old rick houses that were used were repurposed into like stores and little restaurants and really cute places. So the first time we've ever actually, I think, ever tasted any of the Old Pepper whiskeys, I think, was on this trip, right? I don't think we have owned any previously, but we did come away with the one that you have in your hand, which is?
This is the Old Pepper Distillery, Lexington, Kentucky, straight bourbon whiskey, single barrel proof, and this one's coming in at 53.3 ABV, which means it's 106.6 proof.
Yep.
This is barrel number 19-345. We do have another Old Pepper.
I can't remember what it is, actually.
But the label on it just says whiskey on it. So it was kind of... So we tried, that. We liked it. We bought one because, when you're in the distillery and gift store, you got to buy something. It's law.
At least that's what our law is. So, is that it for that?
So that does it.
Okay, for that, I got one more, too.
Purple.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yes. And then when we came home...
I had forgotten I ordered this, but I already have one of these, but
we liked it so much.
I want to make sure we didn't run out, because it is very, very yummy. And that is from Pursuit Spirits, and it's Pursuit United Double Oaked Bourbon. And that came in the mail from Seal Box.
So Kenny and Ryan...
Yep. Kenny and Ryan of Bourbon Pursuit podcast.
Yes.
The official bourbon
or Kentucky bourbon or whatever their slogan is. But anyway,
is like one of the premier, if not the best bourbon podcast in my opinion.
Yep, they do a good job.
They do a good job on lots of different things. So
anyway, when I was down at their bottling room, their blending house, their quote distillery, this was my favorite that we actually bottled that week.
Yeah.
And I came away with a bottle of it. It's over here. I love it. This another round of bottling came up, so we're part of their super secret elite
What?
Patreon
Yep.
group. So we had first access to it.
Yeah.
But
any of these distilleries, creators, YouTubers, whatever, you can follow along and become Patreon members for them, and you get exclusive first access to certain things or whatever. So if you guys find a YouTube creator that you really love and who has Patreon and you want to support them, that's really hugely helpful to those people on those channels.
Yep.
So, and I mean, there's a lot of great YouTube creators out there with a lot of information. So, but that's not what this video was about. It really was about just kind of a store haul and some that you guys can get. Actually, I think you can pretty much get most of these, We
have to go to the gift store to get that one.
Yeah, this is the only one.
And you have to go... I don't know if I have seen those in stores, but
I don't know.
I think just
have
in
no idea.
Kentucky.
It's a craft distillery, so I don't know. Nashville.
What did I say?
Kentucky.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's.
Yep.
I think
It's okay.
Kentucky.
But that's it. We got some spirits to share with some friends and family, and maybe some bourbon enemies. I don't know.
Enemies?
Well,
I'm not sharing my good bourbon with my enemies.
well, we can give them the bad stuff.
Yeah.
The stuff we don't like. We want to kill, bottle kill, right?
Few. We got some few back there.
Okay. Anyway, that's it.
And we'll give them vodka.
We don't even own vodka.
We do. It's up there on the top shelf. Every time we go to like Castle and Key, we buy their vodka and gin because
but it's not bad.
that's all they had.
That's not bad vodka, though. I mean,
Yeah, their stuff's pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it. This is what we had first quarter 2024. So we had some things. Actually, I feel like this feels pretty like not insane. Like we've been known to do that in one weekend trip. So
Yep.
I feel like we escaped with this much in 3 months. I think I feel pretty lucky.
Well, yeah, because I didn't want to leave it in the car for a week.
Well, otherwise, I guess Mike means that we would buy more.
We would want more.
No, we're good. All right, you guys.
All
We'll
right.
see you next time. Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Cut. Cut. Next. What are you doing?
Just plain.
Oh.
Duh.